Good morning, everyone. Today I am going to start a new chapter, namely excretory fluids and their elimination. In this chapter, we discuss excretory products in different animal groups, human excretory system, diseases, how our kidney regulate the body fluid levels. First, we discuss excretory products in different animals. So, what is excretory fluid? Due to oxidation of digested food material, particularly protein, nitrogenous waste materials are formed. Carbohydrates contain carbon, hydrogen, oxygen. Fat also contain carbon, hydrogen, oxygen. Only protein contain nitrogen. Due to oxidation of proteins, or if you consume more amount of protein, so it degraded into excretory materials. Excretory materials are mainly ammonia, urea, uric acid. The organs eliminate the nitrogenous waste material known as excretory organs. Excretory fluids are ammonia, urea, uric acid. The organs eliminate the nitrogenous waste material are known as excretory organ. If the nitrogenous waste material remain in the body, they convert it into toxin. That's why they should be eliminated. So excretory fluids and their elimination. Ammonia, urea, uric acid are the nitrogenous waste material. Other waste material, inorganic, sulfates, phosphates, bicarbonates, so they are also eliminated along with the excess amount of water. Animal excrete ammonia known as ammonotelic animals. Ammonotelic animals. Animals excrete ammonia known as ammonotelic animals. Ammonotelic animals are aquatic amphibia, aquatic insects, bony fishes, most of the invertebrates. Most of the invertebrates, all bony fishes, aquatic amphibia, aquatic insects excrete nitrogenous waste material in the form of ammonia. So they are known as ammonotelic animals. In case of bony fishes, they excrete ammonia in the form of ammonium ion. So they excrete the ammonium ion through gill surface. In some bony fishes, all over the body also. Ammonia is, so for the formation of ammonia, animal utilize a large quantity of water. Depending upon the usage of water only, nitrogenous waste material converted into ammonia, urea or uric acid. If the animal provide abundant amount of water, nitrogenous waste material converted into ammonia. That's why most of the invertebrates in water, bony fishes, aquatic, all bony fishes are ammonotelic. Some bony fishes live in fresh water, some bony fishes marine water, aquatic amphibia, aquatic insects. Earthworm also during rainy day excrete ammonia. Ammonia is highly toxic when compared to the remaining nitrogenous waste material. Urea. The animal provide moderate quantity of water. In such animals, nitrogenous waste material excreted in the form of urea. The animal excrete urea known as ureotelic animals. Ureotelic animals are cartilaginous fishes All cartilaginous fishes are ureotelic animal. Mammals, ureotelic. Amphibia, on land, they excrete urea. So some animal fail to provide conversion of nitrogenous waste material into neither ammonia nor urea. They excrete the nitrogenous waste material in the form of uric acid. Uric acid contains least amount of water. So any animal excrete uric acid means it conserve the water, save the water. Example, class reptilia, aves, insects, terrestrial insects and land snails. Uric acid is the least toxic. Ammonia is highly toxic. For the conversion of ammonia to urea in ureotelic animal, some enzymes are released. So synthesis of urea is expensive when compared to ammonia. Synthesis of uric acid is more expensive. Means if any animal excrete uric acid means it utilizes abundant amount of energy. So for the formation of uric acid, the animal utilizes abundant amount of energy. For the formation of ammonia, the animal never utilizes energy passively. So highly toxic is ammonia, and after utilizing abundant amount of energy only, some animal excrete nitrogenous waste material in the form of uric acid. The animal excrete uric acid known as uricotelic animals. Uricotelic animals. The animal excrete ammonotelic. The animal excrete urea, ureotelic. The animal excrete uric acid, uricotelic animals. Most of the invertebrates, bony fishes, aquatic amphibia, aquatic insects are ammonotelic. Cartilaginous fishes, mammals and amphibians on land excrete urea. Reptiles, aves, terrestrial insects and land snails excrete uric acid. So the animal excrete uric acid known as uricotelic animals. Now we discuss excretory system in human beings. Kidneys. So excretory system of human being contain a pair of kidneys, a pair of ureters, urinary bladder and urethra. Kidneys are present in the abdominal cavity between last thoracic and third lumbar vertebra. Kidneys are present one on either side of dorsal aorta between last thoracic and third lumbar vertebra. The vertebra present in the thoracic region, thoracic vertebra 12, lumbar vertebrae present in the anterior part of abdomen known as lumbar vertebra. Kidneys are present from last thoracic vertebra up to third lumbar vertebra. Kidneys are bean seed shape, so also known as reniform. Ventral surface contain a concavity known as hilus. Renal artery, nerves innervate into the kidney through hilus. Renal vein, ureter comes out of the kidney through hilus. Dorsal surface is convex. Ventral surface contain a concavity. This concavity is known as hilus. Right kidney is slightly posterior when compared to left kidney due to presence of large liver in the right side of the abdominal cavity. The ducts arising from the kidney known as ureters. The ureters open into urinary bladder. Urethra is common duct for urine and genital material, that is known as urethra. These are the excretory organs. So from the dorsal aorta, several pairs and unpaired arteries arise. The paired arteries arising from the dorsal aorta, renal artery. Each renal artery supply blood to kidney of that side. Right renal artery supply blood to right kidney. Left renal artery supply blood to left kidney. Inferior vena cava. Several veins unite in the posterior part of the body. Inferior vena cava. From each kidney, one renal vein arises. The two renal veins open into postcaval vein or inferior vena cava. Renal vein collect the deoxygenated blood from the kidney. The two renal veins pour the deoxygenated blood into inferior vena cava. Labeling also important. Inferior vena cava, dorsal aorta. From the dorsal aorta, renal arteries. From each kidney, renal veins pour the deoxygenated blood into inferior vena cava. What is dorsal aorta? The left systemic arch from the ventral surface travel to dorsal surface. Now it is known as dorsal aorta. So kidney. Now we discuss internal structure of kidney. Internal structure of human kidney. Kidney is covered by a fibrous protective layer known as renal capsule. Below the renal capsule, outer cortex, inner medulla. Medulla is in the form of pyramids. These pyramids are known as medullary pyramids. Medullary pyramids. Inner part of medullary pyramid known as renal papilla. Cortex extend between the medulla known as columns of Bettini, renal columns or columns of Bettini. The renal medullary pyramids open into a small cup-like structure known as calyx or renal calyces. The cup-like calyces open into a funnel-shaped structure, renal pelvis. Renal pelvis comes out of the kidney as ureter. So, LS of kidney, the fibrous layer present around the kidney known as a renal capsule. Just below the renal capsule, outer cortex, inner medulla. Medulla is in the form of pyramid known as medullary pyramids. Inner surface of medullary pyramid known as renal papilla. Cortex extend between the medulla known as columns of Bettini or renal columns. Medullary pyramid opens into a cup-like structure known as calyx, plural calyces. The calyces open into a funnel-shaped structure known as renal pelvis. Renal pelvis comes out of the kidney as ureter. 1 million nephrons present in each kidney from outer border of cortex to inner border of medulla or from outer border of cortex to renal papillae, inner surface of medulla known as renal papillae. 1 million nephrons means 10 lakhs. 1 million nephrons. Present in each kidney. Nephron is the structural and functional unit of kidney. After 40, for every 10 years, 10% of nephrons become non-functional. Truly, if the person is not suffering from hypertension, diabetes mellitus, 30% nephrons of one kidney also sufficient to perform its function. So LS of human kidney. LS of human kidney. Human kidney covered by a fibrous layer known as renal capsule. Inner to renal capsule, outer cortex, inner medulla. just below the renal capsule, outer cortex, inner medulla. Medulla is in the form of pyramids, medullary pyramids. The cortex extends between the medulla, known as columns of Bettini. The inner surface of renal pyramid is known as renal papilla. Renal papilla open into cup-like structures known as calyces. Calyces open into a funnel-like structure, renal pelvis. Renal pelvis comes out of the kidney as ureter. 1 million nephrons present from cortex to renal papilla in each kidney. Nephrons are the structural and functional units of kidney. Now we discuss structure of nephron. Nephron. You already know each kidney contain 1 million nephrons. Each kidney contain 1 million nephrons. Each nephron contain glomerulus and renal tubule. Glomerulus and renal tubule are the two parts. Glomerulus is a bunch of blood capillaries. Afferent arteriole is the branch of renal artery. It breaks into capillaries. As a result, a bunch of blood capillaries is formed, glomerulus. So, renal tubule, anterior part of renal tubule, invaginate. Anterior part of the renal tubule. It is a renal tubule. Anterior part of the renal tubule is invaginate, fold inwards. As a result, double walled. It is outer wall and it is the inner wall. Double walled Bowman capsule is formed. Now the glomerulus present on the Bowman capsule. Glomerulus and Bowman capsule together known as Malpighian capsule or renal carpuscle. Renal carpuscle. Next one is the remaining part of the renal tubule contain three parts: PCT, loop of Henle, DCT. What is PCT? Proximal convoluted tubule. Convoluted means folded. The folded part nearer to the Bowman capsule is known as proximal convoluted tubule. The folded part away from the Bowman capsule is known as distal convoluted tubule. Convoluted means folded. Distal convoluted tubule. Distal convoluted tubule. So, nephron contain glomerulus and renal tubule. Anterior part of the renal tubule invaginate. Invaginate means fold inwards. As a result, cup-like structure is formed. This cup-like structure is known as Bowman capsule. Afferent arteriole arises from the renal artery. A renal artery divides into 1 million afferent arteriole. Each afferent arteriole breaks into capillaries. The bunch of blood capillaries present on the Bowman capsule known as glomerulus. Glomerulus and Bowman capsule together known as Malpighian body. Glomerulus, Bowman capsule. Together known as Malpighian body or renal carpuscle. The remaining part of the renal tubule contain two folded parts known as the folded part present near the Bowman capsule known as proximal. Proximal means nearer. Proximal convoluted tubule. The folded part away from the Bowman capsule, distal convoluted tubule. Proximal convoluted tubule opens into a U-shaped loop of Henle. U-shaped loop of Henle. The part of the loop of Henle into which the PCT opens is known as descending limb of loop of Henle. Descending limb of loop of Henle. Why it is known as descending limb? The descending limb travel from outer border of medulla to inner border of medulla. In the inner border of medulla, it take hairpin bend, continued as ascending limb. So, in the cortex, ascending limb continued as another folded part, distal convoluted tubule. The posterior part of distal convoluted tubule is known as initial collecting tubule. Initial collecting tubule. Initial collecting tubules of several nephrons unite. As a result, straight collecting duct is formed. All the straight collecting ducts of one renal pyramid unite. As a result, Bellini duct is formed. Bellini duct is formed. Bellini duct open at the renal papilla. So number of Bellini ducts equal to number of medullary pyramids. In a medullary pyramid, several nephrons are present. All the straight collecting ducts of one medullary pyramid unite. As a result, Bellini duct is formed. Bellini duct release the urine in the renal papilla. From the renal papilla, urine enter into calyces, renal calyx. From the renal calyx into renal pelvis. Finally, comes out of the kidney as ureter. So urine also. So urine from nephron, Bellini duct, straight collecting duct, Bellini duct, later renal calyces, renal pelvis, ureter. From the ureters, urinary bladder. Urine is temporarily stored in the urinary bladder. The blood capillary arising from the glomerulus is known as efferent arteriole. Glomerulus is formed from the efferent arteriole. The blood capillary, so the blood vessel formed from the glomerulus is known as efferent arteriole. Efferent arteriole breaks into capillaries around the nephron, known as peritubular network. Peritubular network present around the PCT, peritubular network present around the DCT, peritubular network present around the loop of Henle, known as vasa recta. Vasa recta contain two limbs, descending limb of vasa recta, ascending limb of vasa recta. Descending limb of vasa recta associated with ascending limb of loop of Henle. Ascending limb of vasa recta associated with descending limb of loop of Henle. So structure of nephron. Nephron contain glomerulus and renal tubule. Glomerulus and renal tubule. What is glomerulus? Bunch of blood capillaries. Afferent arteriole breaks into capillaries. As a result, glomerulus is formed. Anterior part of the renal tubule, invaginate, double-walled Bowman capsule is formed. Now, the glomerulus present on the Bowman capsule. Glomerulus and Bowman capsule together known as Malpighian body, renal corpuscle. Remaining part of the renal tubule contain three parts: proximal convoluted tubule, distal convoluted tubule, and U-shaped loop of Henle. The folded part near the Bowman capsule, proximal convoluted tubule. The folded part away from the Bowman capsule, distal convoluted tubule. Proximal convoluted tubule opens into loop of Henle. The part of the loop of Henle into which PCT opens, known as descending limb. The descending limb take hairpin bend, continued as ascending limb. The ascending limb continued as distal convoluted tubule. Posterior part of distal convoluted tubule, known as initial collecting tubule. Initial collecting tubules of several nephrons unite. As a result, one straight collecting duct is formed. All straight collecting ducts present in one medullary pyramid unite. Bellini duct is formed. Bellini duct opens at the renal papilla. The blood vessel arising from the glomerulus is known as efferent arteriole. Efferent arteriole breaks into capillaries around the nephron. The capillary network, blood capillary network present around PCT, DCT, known as peritubular network. The peritubular network present around the loop of Henle, known as vasa recta. The part of the vasa recta associated with ascending limb of loop of Henle is known as descending limb of vasa recta. The part of the vasa recta associated with descending limb of loop of Henle is known as ascending limb of vasa recta. Vasa recta or descending limb of vasa recta. Descending limb of vasa recta. Descending limb of vasa recta. Nephrons are of two types: Actually, it is a juxtamedullary nephron. Only 15% nephrons are juxtamedullary. In juxtamedullary nephron, Bowman capsule, DCT, PCT, DCT present in the cortex. Only loop of Ehrlich present in the medulla. So, such nephrons are known as juxtamedullary nephron. Most of the nephrons are cortical nephrons. Now we discuss types of nephron, cortical nephrons and juxtamedullary nephrons. It is the cortex and medulla. Cortical nephrons and juxtamedullary nephron. You all know renal capsule, cortex, medulla. The fibrous layer present around the cortex. Renal capsule, cortical nephron. In cortical nephron, Bowman capsule, PCT, DCT, part of the loop of Ehrlich present in the cortex. Part of the medulla only present in the part of the loop of Ehrlich only present in the medulla, means Bowman capsule, PCT, DCT, part of the loop of Ehrlich present in cortex, only part of the loop of Ehrlich present in the medulla. Cortical nephrons are 85%. Next one, juxtamedullary nephron. Juxtamedullary nephrons are 15%. Bowman capsule, PCT, DCT present in the cortex, loop of Ehrlich present in the medulla. In cortical nephron, loop of Ehrlich is short, not extend up to the inner surface of renal medullary pyramid. You all know inner surface of medullary pyramid is known as renal papilla. So loop of Ehrlich is long in juxtamedullary nephron. Vasa recta is well developed in juxtamedullary nephron. In case of cortical nephron, vasa recta is reduced or absent. Vasa recta is reduced or absent in cortical nephron. Vasa recta is well developed in juxtamedullary nephron. Another difference, loop of Ehrlich is short in cortical nephron. In juxtamedullary nephron, loop of Ehrlich is long. In cortical nephron, all parts are present in the cortex. All parts, Bowman capsule, PCT, DCT, part of the loop of Ehrlich present in the cortex. But in juxtamedullary nephron, Bowman capsule, PCT, DCT present only in the cortex. Loop of Ehrlich present in the medulla. In cortical nephron, Bowman capsule present in the outer border of cortex. In juxtamedullary nephron, Bowman capsule present Inner border of cortex. Inner border of cortex. Two types of nephron, cortical nephrons and juxtamedullary nephrons. Tomorrow we discuss formation of urine.